and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. If you are new here, my name is Hannah and I do run an Etsy sticker shop called LML Stickers. So the stickers that you see in today's video will all be in my Etsy shop, and that link is always in the description box below in case you want to check that out. Today the stickers that I will be using consist of a September budget, a weekly check-in, sinking funds, transaction log, and then all of my washies to go with it. So it's 3 different patterns called thick washies, and then 6 little strips, so those are thin washies. And this does come in a bundle in my Etsy shop, and it's called, I believe, the Complete Budget Kit, just because that's what I use every month. So I threw it together as a bundle, as like a basic type of thing. But anyways, let's just head right into it. So first, oh my gosh, this corner got caught. So first, I want to obviously apologize for not being around in August. So August was literally like the busiest month I have ever experienced. It was absolutely insane. We had something to do almost every single day, and the days that we didn't have anything to do, I needed to relax. Like, I was going on, like, I don't know, but I was going crazy and I needed a couple days to myself, and so I didn't get videos out there. I did record them, but I never got time to edit them and then upload them and whatnot. And the ones that I did record, like, I was just like about, because yeah, it was just a month. Like, even just thinking about it is giving me a headache. 1, 2, 3. So I'm really happy to start in on a new month, a new budget, a fresh start. So I'm 100% going to be better this month than I was last month. I will be doing my weekly check-ins, especially because, like, I was just going through all of my transactions. So, like, I was not even budgeting, not even putting in any of my expenses, like none of my expense tracking, nothing like that. I didn't put anything in until literally just now, before I did this video. And so it was like 2 weeks worth, because I did a video about my week 1 and week 2 check-in, and then I did not check in at all for the rest of the entire month. So yeah, and if it tells you anything, I usually try to get my budget out before the start of the month, and it is September 1st when I'm filming this. So if that tells you anything, I'm still trying to catch up. Yeah, very, very chaotic last month of summer. So now I'm on break right now. I do work at a preschool daycare center, and we always get the last week in August off, so like right before Labor Day. So I've been trying to catch up and whatnot, but it's already Friday, and my mom and I, if you are new here, we do own a boutique called Homebody Boutique. That link is also in the description box below in case you want to check out our website for anything. But we just had a huge launch, and we're preparing for huge craft fairs coming up, like I think like 3 or 4 of them, and we had just a massive t-shirt order to get done for a small business in one of our towns, and it was like 130 items or something like that. And for us, that is huge. Like, 130 items might not seem like a lot to other people, but to us, we're used to filling like 1 to 2 item orders, so 130 was huge. And then we had, I think, 8 custom orders on top of that, just for, you know, people here and there. And then like our regular launch on top of that, plus my sticker business. So it was a lot. And then yeah, just birthday parties and birthdays and Labor Day coming up, and I'm trying to get things together for the school year that's starting in a couple days and whatnot, and it's just insane, you guys. But yeah. Well, how was your summer? I want to hear about it. I want to hear it down in the comments. Tell me what you did this summer. Tell me all the fun things. We have our state fair that is actually going on right now. And we love going to that. We actually just went down to Pennsylvania. We had neighbors that moved from Pennsylvania to New York, were our neighbors for 3 years, and then they moved back down to Pennsylvania. So we just went down and we saw them, and we had a concert down there. I don't know if any of you have heard of Local Natives, but oh my gosh, they are our favorite band. We love them so much. I literally cried for the first 20 minutes that they came out on stage. I don't even care if that's embarrassing to me. I was so happy and overjoyed, and it was just like a nice, relaxing thing to get out. Plus, my husband and I, our wedding anniversary was the 8th of August. So that was like our little anniversary treat to us, and it was just like the perfect thing ever. But yeah, that's been our summer lately. And then like I said, our state fair is going on right now. So we're having fun with that. So it's just nice from having like a super long and hectic last month of summer to being able to like relax and enjoy it finally. But it's also still kind of hectic because we need to, at least me and my mom need to catch up. More so me, because I have 2 businesses where she just runs the one with me, but she's still really busy. I will hopefully get the August budget closeout video up soon. It's just like I just told you guys, I had just finished getting like the expenses in there, and it gave me such a bad headache that I just needed to start on a fresh month. So I decided to start with our September budget first before closing out the August one, just because I can't handle that right now. I don't even want to look at it or anything. I just want to pretend that it's not there and it didn't happen, but at some point I'm gonna have to do it. But I figured get this one out and done and ready for you guys to, you know, look at and follow along with and whatnot. But yeah, August is gonna have to wait for a little bit. I do have some good news too. Our mortgage did go down finally. Last year it went up because they messed up on our escrow and they withdrew more than what was actually in there because they messed up and forgot about school taxes. So like the second school tax that we get charged, they never counted in there. They put it as 0 when that obviously is not the case, because school taxes are typically the most expensive taxes that come out of your escrow account. So that was fun last year when we were paying a lot for mortgage and had to pay it back and whatnot. So I was hoping that it was gonna go down again, which it obviously did. And so like I'm just so happy about that, because then hopefully I'm just trying to figure out if I want to start paying extra on, like even more extra on Ethan's Jeep. So I labeled his as Jeep number 2, but I don't know if I want to pay extra on his Jeep or if I want to pay extra towards like the mortgage principal, but I don't know. Everyone that I keep talking to says to start paying off his Jeep, because the plan that I have is that we double his payment, and so then obviously instead of paying it off in 7 years, we'll pay it off in 3 years, which sounds really good, but paying like $900 or more a month for a car kind of seems a little bit outrageous to me. Plus, like, I mean, I don't think that the car's gonna break down, but that's part of my thought is like, what if the car breaks down and like, you know, it costs more than like what it's worth, and then we just dumped all this money into it when we could have been putting that towards the house, which is always going to be here, and we don't know if we're going to be in this house for another 3 years. We bought our house in 2020 when the interest rates were super low, so our interest rate is 2.75%. And I look at interest rates now and they're like all the way up to like 8%, and I just think that's so crazy. And I am like, I feel like we're not taking advantage of the situation as well as we could be, and we're just paying the minimum. But I mean, our house definitely went up in value, but I still think that we should put away as much as possible. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Alright. So I'm just filling in all of the amounts that are pretty much the same every month. So if you've been around for a while, you guys should know pretty much whatever I put in. But our mortgage went down, like I said. So we are now paying $958.28. My new Jeep is $549. Actually, that's not even right. I need to take that off because I added on like a protection plan. So it's actually like $557 or $558. Oh no. Now I can't remember. I'm going to have to white it out. I'm going to have to white that out and then look for it and then put the total in. So I'm not going to put the total in this video, but it's somewhere around $2,700 that this total is going to be. I mean, it's going to be less than that. It's more like $2,680, you know, $2,680, somewhere around there. Ethan's Jeep is $500. We do pay extra on that right now. Then Spotify went up from $12.99 to $14.99. Verizon, which is our internet, is $69.99. NYSEG, which is our electric and gas for our house, is $117.85. Our phones is $112.49. I think in a couple months, maybe by the end of the year, I'm gonna pay my phone off, especially because I don't know if Ethan's gonna get a new phone or not, and right now we only pay for one phone, like 2 lines, but one phone is financed. So I think I might pay mine off by the end of the year because I think there's only like $400 left on it. So I think in a couple months maybe pay it off, and then that can go even lower. Hopefully Ethan will keep his phone and not get a new one and finance that one. And then sinking funds is $355, which when I set up sinking funds I can show you what I add into it, but I can't show you the beginning just because I haven't finished my August budget yet, so I won't be able to show that, unfortunately, but that's alright. Groceries I'm still going to keep at $325 because it seems like we do pretty good with that number. Household items I'm gonna bump up to $150, so you know that that's like at least $100 more than I normally budget, but I have some ideas that I want to do. Like I want to redo a coffee cart, I want to get some storage done for like the laundry room and stuff like that. So plus we ran out of like toilet paper, paper towels, garbage bags, stuff for the laundry room. We ran out of everything all at once, and I feel like that's what always happens, and it makes me so mad. Eating out, I'm going to stick to $125. We went way over that. I know we did for August. We ate out so much, it was ridiculous. But I'm going to keep us on a budget for September because we need to chill. Pets, I'm going to bring down to $165. Gas, I'm going to bring to $1.25. I do think that we are going to go down to Pennsylvania again to visit our friends, because they do have a fair down there as well that they said is kind of like our New York State Fair, and we just love the fair, so we were like, sure, we'll come check it out. Our allowances is always $100, so it's $50 each. Credit cards is $500. So that's just me guessing. I don't even know like what they are, but I'd rather, you know, budget higher than lower. But I do know, I think we brought our kitten to the vet twice, and at least each time was like $200. So, and then I'm guessing that I just spent like $100 in gas because we went to Pennsylvania, and then I also went to Western New York as well, so I had to fill up a couple times. So that's where I got that $500. Car insurance, because I did get a new car, it did go back up, so it's $185 again. Then for both of the fairs, the New York State Fair and the Pennsylvania Fair, I'm gonna budget $200. Hulu, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I don't know if I'm gonna do an add-on for like NFL Red Zone or whatever. I don't know yet, so I'm gonna put $80 just in case, but it usually is $69.99. So our variable expenses is $1,955. Again, the fixed expenses is probably going to be somewhere around $2,680. But yeah, this page I normally set up my weekly check-in, but I know that I'm chatting a lot today, so I'm just going to hop right into sinking funds, because that's like pretty much the only other budget part that I do for you guys on camera. And the weekly check-in takes a little bit to set up, but maybe I'll do it at the end and just speed it up. So if you want to watch it, you can, and if you don't want to, then you don't have to. Alright, so our sinking funds, again, I can't really say much about like the beginning or anything like that. All I can tell you is like what I'm adding in. So our first category is baby. It's just a hypothetical baby. It's not a real baby. It's just in case like we end up having a kid at some point. We are adding in $25 to that. Then next up is car maintenance. And we are adding in $50 for that one. Next up is Christmas. And we add to this all the time, and we add in consistently $100. Then we have clothing for Ethan. He gets $25. Then clothing for me, I also get $25. Then we have entertainment, which I'm pretty sure is in the negative, and like I said, I haven't figured out how much in the negative. I don't know what the beginning balance is going to be. I don't know what the ending balance is. So I'm just adding in $50. I think it will still be in the negative at that point, but it is what it is. Gifts, I'm adding in $35. Anything for our house that we want to like upgrade or anything that needs to be fixed, we're adding in $100. Medical, this is typically for like co-pays or prescriptions, but we don't really have much of that, so hopefully it will go towards Ethan's LASIK eye surgery someday. Pets, we're putting in $50. Our kitten does need to get spayed in a couple weeks, I think, a couple weeks or a couple months. I can't remember what the vet recommended. And then last but not least is vacation, which is another $50. And then just put in our last totals. So this is where I get my total of $355 in our budget. Like I was saying, I like to put a little thin strip of washi down at the bottom just to finish it off. But other than that, guys, that is all that I have for you. And hopefully I'll get all those other budgets up for us. But other than that, I'm gonna let you go, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.